This conference will now be recorded.
So we will be starting with Power BI, as I mentioned in demo class as well. So if you guys want to download along with me, it's fine. If not, you can watch the recording and do it. Uh, so just go to Google and type in as Power BI download, and then it'll land up to Microsoft page. Go into this, and then you can click on download. So option language, choosing default English, and then download. So you can download x64 version. Okay, select this, download. Okay, do it into your downloads. It depends on your internet speed. How long does it take? It's 540 MB file. See, and the download is complete. So I'll click on it. Just it should, once you click on the double click on the downloaded file.exe file, it should prompt you for a Windows security. That should I allow it? You should say a yes. I don't know whether you can see this. There is a pop-up coming up.
Yeah, Abhishek, you're installing Power BI?
Yes. So
Can you
I
show me
don't
the
know.
first step?
Just go to Power BI download in Google.
Okay.
Just type in Power BI download and then go to the first hyperlink. Once you go to the first hyperlink, you will get this blue button as download. Yeah. And then once you try to double click and open the exe file, it will ask you, should I allow you to install? I don't know whether you can see, this is a Microsoft warning that will come on your Windows. Say install anyway. Shall I continue, Shekhar?
Yeah. I'm trying to download that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Click on, once this is up, you will get next button. So if you see the current version on 14th of January, they have released 2.139. So what are the changes they will mention in this? But there will be a lot of version upgrades every month. But it wouldn't be major upgrades, but the buttons will be moving here and there in the screen. That is not a major thing for you. But once you install, I'll show you where it pops up also on the Power BI. Once I open Power BI, that you have a new version to download. But let me install this first. I accept the agreement condition. Next. Then default location is your program files. You want to take a desktop shortcut or not, it is your wish. I don't want it. Install. It depends on your system's RAM and OS, how fast it gets installed. It's like any other software. Yeah. Once it completes the download, it will ask you, should I launch it? It's up to you. You can launch it or unselect it and click on finish. So once that is done, go to your Windows button, click on it and just search for Power BI. Okay. You should see the app. Okay. Power BI desktop app. Click on it. Okay. So now the Power BI is downloaded and open. So click on, first time when you open, you can click on blank report. Okay. Once you click on blank report, it'll give you some pop-ups. Then you can say whatever the mode you want, light, dark, system default or legacy. I'll just keep it to default it to legacy. And these does not matter much. I'll click on close. Okay. Now this is your Power BI, how it looks once you install it. Nothing in it. So it'll ask you, should I import data from Excel or SQL Server or place blank data and use sample data, whatever it is. So now this white space here is called as, I don't know, the pointer is visible because it is also white. This white space, this all white space is called as canvas. This left side, it is called as report view, first button. Second button is table view. Third button is model view. Okay, when you hover onto it also, it will show report view, table view, model view. And then there is called as something called as DAX query view. We'll discuss when we go over there. And the right side, you have something called as filter pane. Okay, this is filter pane. This is visualization pane. And then there is data pane. Okay, right now I did not import any data. That's why you don't see anything here. So let's start with our first data. So let's try to build a report. So now how to import data into this? Let's start with CSV file. Click on data, get data. You can directly choose this option of text or CSV. Okay, first time let me choose this option. So navigate to your folder where you have saved these files, and then I will take first simple file. Points table, 2023 World Cup points table. Click on open. Okay. Once you click on open, it'll show you the preview of data. Okay. When you are doing it for the first time, just be cautious that you are importing the same file. How you can verify is go open your file and see.
Did you share the file with us?
No, once you register with the course, then they will share the file
Okay,
drive with
that's
you.
fine.
Okay. So this is the file, right? So I am seeing the similar preview here. Okay. First row is India and the heading rows. So yeah, I am importing the same file. Correct. So default it, let it be to default conditions like 1252 and comma separated file, and that's all fine. So either you can click or either you can go to transform data. So I will click to load. Okay. Once I click to load, you should get one more pop-up. Yes.
Which is the option from the file menu where you
I will
select
show once
the.
this is loaded. Click on get data and text or CSV. This
Okay,
button.
get data.
Here, Shaker. So once you click get data, text or CSV, go choose the file if you're, it should be there in your drive,
Hmm.
2023 World Cup points table. Okay. Now, if you see here, once I imported the data, there is a table created here. A data is being shown, which is called as 2023 World Cup points table. Okay. That means that data got imported here and the table is created. Okay. This is, if you see here, it is showing like a table. I mean, like an Excel kind of thing. So click on file. On the left side top, you have something called as file. Click on this and click on save as, browse, go to your location where you want to save these. It is 2025 01 23. Okay. I saved the file with the name that I want. It's up to you, whatever your name you want to give. So this report is saved now, and the file name is being shown as 2023 World Cup here on the top, and last saved at 7:17 a.m. Okay. So now I imported the data. I can see it, but I want to import two other files also. Let me do that. Then we will start with the further analysis. So I will go back to my click data button here on the left side. I can choose this directly text or CSV, but I can show you one more way also. More, file, text or CSV, connect. So I'll go back to my data sets, matches table. I know this is correct data. I can load it. Let me load it again. The third one I'll do transform. Okay. So now you see matches table is also loaded. One more table got loaded here, matches table. Okay. Right. Then the third one, I'll go again, click more, file, text or CSV, connect, deliveries table. Okay. So instead of loading, you can directly click on transform data also. What it will do is it will open the Power Query editor. I'll click on transform data. Okay, so now it has brought me to the Power Query window. So what is this week? I will show you again how to come also. I will show you if you directly click load also, no problem. So when I click on Power Query editor, if you see my deliveries table, which I just loaded is showing here, and the details of the table, content of it also is showing up. And even the other two tables, matches table and points table, these are also showing up here. Okay, so I'll go to my deliveries table. I don't want my match ID to be, okay, let it be. I will show you the problem also. Let me, now all the data is loaded. I can click close and apply.
Sir, is it possible to import or open multiple files at once?
Yeah, I'll show you, sir. When we go to the next report, I will try to import those and then show you. Yeah.
So this 2023 WC is a report, right?
Yes, madam. This is a
What
Power
is the
BI
kind of
file.
a file?
Can you repeat, madam?
Sorry, the question was what is the type of that file? What type of file is
It
that?
is PBIX file. It is Power
Okay,
BI
it's
file.
Power BI. Okay.
Yes. So I just saved it into my folder here. I just created 2025-01-23, and then this is the file that I saved. So it is a Power BI desktop document, PBIX. Okay. Right. So now all my three data sets are showing up here. Any questions until now? No, right?
One question, Abhishek. So, initial table you have loaded, the other table you have transformed.
I did not transform, but I was showing you how to get to that button. Either
Okay.
you click or either you load. Once you click on load, directly it will load here. Once you click on transform data, what it will happen is it will open that Power Query editor window
Mm-hmm.
and it will get loaded over there also. I wanted to show you guys like you do this or you do that. It doesn't matter for you. Why
Okay.
I did not do any transform data over there was I wanted to show why there is a problem and then we will go and transform the data. Okay,
Got it.
right. So now this is my data set. All three data sets are loaded. I know that for this report, I need only these three data sets. Now I am in the, this is the white canvas. I am in the report view. Okay. I have something called as table view. Let me go to table view also now. So one suggestion I would give you, whenever you do some changes, after doing the changes, click on save. This is not auto save. If your Power BI crashes for any reason, you will lose the changes. That's a basic thing we have been learning from many years, but sometimes it happens that we forget to save. Okay, I'll go to table view, and now you see the table that I selected. You can see that also here. Okay, the content of that table you can see here. This is kind of a preview. Okay, I click on matches table also. I am getting a preview of it, and then World Cup points table also. I am getting a preview of it. You can do new column, new measure, new table. I'll go to that. We will go to that point. But in the table view, you can come here, click on your tables and have a preview also. What is the content within it? And accordingly, you can work. Or else you can go back to your original file, accordingly understand from there and come back here. And then the third one is model view. Okay. Model view, it will show you the content that you have imported into the Power BI. Okay, I have imported the three files. One is points table file, one is matches file, one is deliveries file. So all the three files are showing up here. Okay, and all the three files, whatever the column names, okay, are also being reflected here. Clear? Any questions until now? Right. And if you see, there is already a join automatically made by Power BI. Okay, what is that? Let's see. Points table and matches table. So this is my points table. I'll open my matches table also. Okay, this is my matches table. In this, I'm having a column called team 1, which is having England, Pakistan, and all the team names here. And in the points table, I'm having a column called team. Okay, one is called as team in one table, other one is called as team 1 in the other table. I am referencing this as table because I have imported back into my Power BI, or it is a simple Excel sheet. Okay, so I'm having data in two different sheets and I imported that into Power BI. In one place it was called as team and in the other place it was called as team 1. But the content of it was same. Even though the column name was different, the content of it was same, the team names. So Power BI on its own could understand that these two columns are similar. If I click on this, you see here, automatically it is highlighting team and team 1 in both the places. Okay, and it has made a join also. Okay, if you see here, it is showing as 1 here. It is going from this direction to this direction, and it is showing as many. Star is many here. This is a 1 to many join or a many to 1 join. If you read from here to here, it is 1 to many. If you read from here to here, it is many to 1. Okay, and why am I stressing so much? There is a lot of concept behind joins. We will speak on that. That is very important, right? So now here on the right side also, if you click and see on this, here you are seeing as table 1 is matches table. That is this one. Column name is team 1. It is going from a cardinality of many to 1. It is joining on table called points table, column name called team, and cross filter direction is single. What is cross filter direction? We will see. And the relationship is active. Now this relationship is active. Okay. Now, if you see here, this points table joined with matches table. But is there no common column between deliveries table and matches table or points table? Why there was no join made here?
Is it
Okay.
because that was transformed?
No, madam. We will go over there, but good try. Okay. Now we will go over there. Why this did not get joined to any of these other two tables? What was the issue? We will see. Even though the column name was different because the content was same, it could understand, okay, was team 1 or both are same, I will go join it.
What do you mean
Now,
by content was same? Does it mean there are exact number of
no,
rows in both of them?
I mentioned that it is one to many join. So in one table, I'm having many records. In the other table, I'm having only few records. Here, India, I'm having only one time. But in this one, if you see, India is present many times. 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is present many times. But the content of it is same. India is India here, and here also it is India here. And South Africa is South Africa here, right? So the content of it is same,
Yeah.
but the column names are different. It is team 1 here, team there. Okay. So Power BI reads through the data and understands what is present within that. Okay. Yes, move on.
That is calculated table.
Which one?
The third table, which you asked
No,
me.
no, no. It is not a calculated table. I'll go over there 1 minute.
In the
It's just a
second
not.
table,
Yes.
we
Yes,
can see
madam.
that there's another column that is using all these country names. So does it
Yes.
mean
Good
it's use
question. Good question. So now
which column it? Yeah.
Power BI, it went and understood team 1 is joining already. If you join on team 2 also, there is no problem for me because the content is same and the team 2 also we can join. But it has already made the join with team 1. It left it over there. The join is sufficient for it. But you can remove and modify it to team 2. But that is not needed for me right now. And I will explain you also why team 1 join is required, team 2 join is not required. We can go over there. I can remove the join which it has made automatically and we can make our own join also. But your question is very genuine. Why I did not do for this? Because already one join was made. One connection is made on one table. between the two, it is fine for it. The join is sufficient. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
And one to many, what does that many mean? Does it mean it's joining with many other columns in the second table?
no, I will explain that also.
Sure.
Yeah. So now here, if you see, if anyone else is first time listening to joins cardinality, don't bother in asking me questions. Okay, because this is very important concept. Without this join concept of cardinality concept, you cannot do any programming or reporting, right? So now the third file is delivery table. Okay, now in this file, I don't know whether you guys can see it clearly. Let me zoom it a bit. In this file, I am having a column called as venue, which is having Narendra Modi Stadium, Ahmedabad. And if you further scroll down, you will have many other stadiums, Chinnaswamy Stadium, Bengaluru, and 8 other stadiums the tournaments were played. Okay, and in the matches table, I am also having one more column called venue. Here, this one, Narendra Modi Stadium. Here it is venue. Here also it is venue, but still Power BI could not join. Even though in the other two files it was team 1, Power BI could make the join. But here it is venue. Here also it is venue, but still Power BI could not make the join. Can you notice any difference in these two columns?
The values are
Say
not exactly the same.
correct. What is the extra thing that you see?
Ahmedabad.
Yes, correct. So in this venue now, I am having Narendra Modi Stadium, Ahmedabad. And similar way at the bottom, many other stadiums also, you're having a stadium name followed by the place name. Okay. But in the other file, I am not having any place name. I am directly having the stadium name. So my content of the column is different. So Power BI, it went and read the data in two data sets, but it did not understand. It will never be Shaker Medi, Shaker M, both will not be same for Power BI. It is a different record. Similar way now Narendra Modi Stadium and Narendra Modi Stadium Ahmedabad is not same for Power BI. It is a different completely column. Content is completely different. So now how will it make a join? It cannot make a join. Even though the column name was same, it could not make the join. Now what we will do to make the join? Correct? Now to make both the columns content similar, I need to remove this comma and the Ahmedabad city piece into a new column. Then this will become Narendra Modi Stadium, Chinnaswamy Stadium, or Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium, whatever it is. Right? So for that now, I need to transform my data in deliveries table. Okay? I'll go to that now. Any questions until now? Anyone else? Good. Oh, sorry. On the home button, you have something called as transform data here. This pencil thing. I click on transform data. Transform data. There is a new window that is popped up. This is called as Power Query Editor. I'll go to my deliveries table. I know my problem, right? In menu column, I need to split Narendra Modi Stadium, Ahmedabad into two different columns. I'll select this column, venue. Can you see this? Right? Exactly on top of it, you have something called a split column. Okay? I'll go to this button. Split by delimiter. Yes, I have a comma. Okay? In default, it is mentioning space. No, my problem is not with space. My problem is with comma. Select comma. Okay. Each occurrence of delimiter. If every time when there is a comma in this column, it will split into multiple columns. So yes, each occurrence of the delimiter. And advanced option, split it into rows. Yes, I want to split this column into 2 rows. Split number of columns to be split into 2. So Narendra Modi Stadium will sit in one row, one column, and Ahmedabad will sit in other column. So click on OK. Now you see the column is split into two columns, venue 1, venue 2. Okay. First column, it is showing me Narendra Modi Stadium, and the second column, it is showing me Ahmedabad. Okay. So my column is split into two now. So what I can do, if you see here, before I split, I'll remove the split and I'll get it back. So just observe here, I'm having something called as applied steps here. On the right side, my cursor is here on the extreme right. I'm having something called as applied steps. Split column by delimiter and change a type. I'll remove these two, I'll get it back again. Once I remove these two, you see that split will go back. Now it is not having any split. I'll go back to this. Here I don't have that step. I'll go here, click column by delimiter by comma, click on OK. Now you see the step is added automatically. So whatever the transformation that we do within this Power Query editor for that specific file, those steps will be recorded. That is the brilliant part in Power BI, which I felt was not there in my Tableau. Okay, so all the things that I do here today, I close this report, I publish it, and I forget, and I never use it back again, automatically refresh. After 6-7 months, if there is any change, I come back to this file, I open this file also, I can go see what I have done here step by step. That is the most beautiful thing that I like about Power BI. Any questions until here? Okay, either I'm explaining very good or you guys are not following. So my column name is venue1 and venue2 here now. I want to rename these columns. I can go here, double click on this venue1 and change it to venue. Okay, the second one, I'll double click again, I'll change it to city. Okay, and if you see here, there is something called as valid 100% error, 0% empty, 0%. That means this column is not having any empty records. There is no error within this column, and then 100% valid content is there for a string. What is a string? What is a date? What is a number? We will see in some time. Okay. Now I have renamed this column. If you see also here, renamed column step also got added after I renamed it to venue and city. If I click on this button on the top, it is showing me I have renamed columns venue1 to venue, venue2 to city. Okay. The step got recorded. Yes, Shekhar.
Yeah. So how exactly you got that options? Valid, error, empty?
This is in default. It is not showing up for you.
No.
Okay. So here in the view under the home ribbon, you see this ribbon, right? Under that you are having something called view. Okay.
Okay.
Under that you have something called as column quality. Select that.
Oh yeah. Column. Yeah.
Oh,
Got it.
okay.
So in these applied steps, there is one
Yes.
step called change type 1. What does that
Yes.
mean? Does it mean that venue was turned into venue 1 and venue 2?
No, change a type means when I split this column into two, automatically Power BI did a extra step. It understood that these both are text fields, and it split and it changed the type of content to text. Text means
What was the
string.
type of content earlier?
It was text only, no?
So how did it change text to text?
It will do. That is an automatic step by Power BI. See, when I modified something, if you see here, when I imported also, it automatically detects the data type. Match ID is integer. ID is number 1, 2, 3. So it automatically picked up to integer. Start date is date. It understood it is a date and it changed to date. Similar way, whenever there is a column introduced into Power BI, it will automatically read the content of it and then assign a data type to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when I split this column into two, it is a new column for Power BI, right? So automatically it went and
It is a
detected the
new
data
column
type
as
here.
in the newly created venue 2, or the both of them are new to
Both
it?
of it are new to it. because I
Okay.
created venue 1 and venue 2 now. There is no venue at all.
Okay.
It's gone. So automatically it will read the content and it will change the type to text.
Okay. If we change any other such columns, it will again give change type 2, type 3, type 4.
Yes.
Okay. That is the occurrence of that thing, the 1, 2, 3, 4. It has nothing to do with venue 1.
No.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
And then the columns have renamed. Shikhar, your hand is up. You have a question or?
No, sorry.
Okay. Right. So now this is done. I have automatically, see, when I do something, automatically it names something. I can rename this step also. I will come back to that. Now, my single concern of splitting venue was done. So I will go here, close and apply. Whatever the changes are done, it will load back. Okay. Now, because I have made the change after my data was loaded, the Power BI does not understand that I have to make a join between these two. But I know my columns are venue and venue. Okay. So what I will do, I will pick up venue from this one and I will drop it into venue in this one. Okay. So 2023 matches table, venue column, I am joining with deliveries table, venue column, many to many join. Now what is many to many? We should speak and make this relationship active. Okay. Click on save. Right. So now it is showing me 2023 matches table. If I click on this, if you see here, this is going from many to many and it is in both the direction. What is that also we'll speak. So now this is venue column. This is venue column. Relationship is active and it is many to many cardinality. Okay, I know Shekhar and Tilly know the answer for what is one to one, many to many. But for others, if anyone knows, bear with me. But who doesn't know? These are the two tables. I am having only one column. 1, 2. Rows are 2. 1, 2. This is my ID, assume. When I join between this column and this column, how will the join be? It will go from here to here, here to here. What is this called as? Anyone can tell me? It is very straightforward.
1 to
Cardinality
1.
is correct. Then now, I am having 1 here, 2 here. I am having 1 2 times here, 2 1 time here. Now, what is the join? Can you tell me?
1 to many.
Why?
Multiple times occurrence of 1 in the second,
Correct.
whatever
So
that is. Yeah.
that was the question you asked me some time back. Like,
Yeah, now I understood. Yeah.
right. So this is a one-to-many join because one record is going into many record join here. So similar way in this file also, in matches table, if you see India is present 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, totally 9 times it will be present. And in the points table, it is present 1 time. So India record is joining with 9 other times India record. That's why you see here this join points table to matches table is a one to many or many to one join. I will tell you now what is many to one. So this is table A going into table B. If you read from here to A to B, it is one to many. But if you read from B to A, it is many to one. Agreed? So that is what it is showing here now. I read from here to here, it is one to many, or if you read from here to here, it is many to one. Okay, and then there is one more. One, one, two, two, 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay. Now, how will the join be? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is 1 is present many times. 1 is present more times, even more times. 2 is present more times. 2 is present only one time. So this is a many to many join, which is what happened in venue column also. So this is a many to many join, star to star here, many to many join. If I go back and show you in the file, if you see here, Narendra Modi Stadium is present one time, second time, third time, fourth time, like that 9 times or something, or 5 times or something, it will be there. And if you go to deliveries table, Narendra Modi Stadium, how many 50, I mean 300 balls per innings. Similar way, 600 per match and 5 matches. Those many times Narendra Modi Stadium will be there in this one. So Narendra Modi Stadium is present somewhere around thousands of times here and some tens of times here. So it is a many to many join. Any questions, anyone? Done? Understood? What is join and what is this one? Okay, right. So now my join is also made here. Now this is my model view. I am decent enough until now. I'll click on save. Then go back to my report view. I want to put a simple table into this canvas. I'll click somewhere on the canvas, then go click my table. Okay. So the background is a little white. That is too much of white and I don't see the table also. So I'll just make the canvas to little lighter shade. So what you can do, click on the canvas somewhere, go to your visualizations, click on format your report page, go to canvas background, click on this, select your color that you want it to be. I chose lighter shade of gray, but still it is not done because my transparency is 100%. I'll reduce it to 0. So the background changed to gray. Okay.
So what is the option to get the table?
Click the table. Let me get it back. Remove this, delete. Click on the canvas. Here under visualizations, table.
Oh, visualization.
Okay. Now into this table, I want to drop a few columns. Very simple one, straightforward. So I'll go to my points table. I'll take team. Then I will take ranking. I will take points. I will take run rate. And then I will take one lost thigh is sufficient for me. I want to make a points table. So I've chosen columns at my convenience as far as I remember. Okay. Now I want to rearrange these columns. So I want the ranking to be first. So click on your table. You see visualizations pane. Under that, there is something called as columns. These are the columns that I selected and the same sequence it is showing in the table also. So I want to rearrange this. So ranking should be first. Select ranking and push it to the top. Team, I want it to be second. Points, I want it to be at the last. Drop the points to the last. Run rate also at the last. How many matches won? How many matches lost? How many matches tie? What are the points? What is the net run rate? Okay. So now, fine. The table looks decent for me. So, but the problem here is now, it's always like the team which is ranked sitting at the first position should be on the top, right? But I'm having Afghanistan as at the top and Australia, Bangladesh, England. So I see Power BI in default has sorted this in alphabetical order, but I want ranking order, number order. So I will click on these 3 dots here on the top of this table, sort by option. I want it by ranking. Now what it will do, in default 10 is bigger. one is smaller. So what it will do? Rank in descending order. But I want my ranking to be in ascending order because now team which is at the first position is number one. So now I have an option called ascending or descending. So I will choose ascending. So my ranking, Team India is sitting in 1. How many matches they have won? 9. Last tie, points, run rate. Okay. So I'll click on save. Any questions until now? This was very straightforward. You could have seen in YouTube also if you had already watched Power BI videos. But now I don't like this alternate shade of gray in this table. Okay. I'll click on my table, go to visualization, format your visual. Okay. Now I want to modify the color, correct, of the alternate rows. Okay. I am little lazy to go and open each one of it and search for it. Or I can directly do here in the search. I will type ALT alternate, no? So the moment I typed alternate, it is showing me which all options are there with alternate. So I don't want alternate background color. I'll go here. It is defaulted to gray. I will make it white. So that has vanished. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So now this is little rectangle shape. I want a slight rounded corners for this table. Okay. If you see, this is a rectangle. I want a slight rounded rectangle. What I can do, click on this table again, go here under general, effects, visual border, enable visual border, rounded corners. I'll make it to 10. Now you see the table is rounded, or I will increase even further. You can notice even better. You see? Clear? Any questions until now? This much of silence troubles
How
me.
to control the canvas size? Like,
Canvas size.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Good question. Go here, canvas setting. You can control here. But generally, don't play with the canvas size. Okay? It depends on the screen resolution that you are looking into. Okay? If you modify the canvas size, might be you have a bigger screen and you are working on it and you publish. The end user has to scroll the screen left and right if his screen is a smaller one, and he will face a lot of trouble. And generally in my org, there is a lot of feedback if they don't like the canvas to scroll to the left and right and everything. They don't like it, the end user. So leave it to default and play with the real estate that you have got. Don't play with the canvas setting.
Okay, understand that. Can you make some changes with the custom and limiting the size with that the table size? I just
What
wanted
do
to
you
learn
mean
that.
by that?
Okay, the table size.
Okay, custom. Okay, yeah, you go and play with it. You modify the height and width. That's what I'm saying. Even though I modify something with this now, you wouldn't see any changes. You can go change your height and width. This is your default resolution, 720 by 1280. You can modify to any size and publish. But even if I modify something on this now, you wouldn't see much of a difference. That's what I'm saying. Until unless I publish this and give you this report.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why I'm saying playing on your desktop is different to what you publish on the server. Okay.
Hmm.
Your desktop, your screen size, you are comfortable what you are viewing. But once I publish now, Shaker, if he is having a Mac, his screen size might be smaller. You would have modified the resolution of it. And what will happen is screen is smaller. Everything will be looking like, okay, I have to scroll to the right to see the canvas or some other table and such kind of thing. So he will face the trouble. So always, I would not encourage you go play with canvas setting. It will not give you a good report. but you can choose custom and modify to whatever height and width that you have. Okay. Yes. So I generally suggest you guys put it to default 16:9. That's the best option. Okay. Anyone else? Right. So now, okay, this table is done. Nothing great here. I will go here, duplicate this, copy, paste, Control C, Control V. I selected this. I did Control C, I did Control V. One more table came for me. Okay, I am again lazy enough. I don't want to create a new table from here. Or what I can do, go to my canvas, click somewhere on the canvas, take a table. Okay, like this, you can add how many ever tables you want. Okay, I'll remove this table. Or first day, let's take a new table only. Click somewhere on the canvas, take the table. Okay, I'll go to matches table. Okay, what I want to see within this team one, or okay, let's select few columns. Team one, team two, winner, how many runs they won by, okay, or who was the player of the match. Okay, I selected a few columns in particular order. Okay, basing on the order that I chose, these are showing up here. And if you see here, team one, team two, winner, sum of runs, and player of the match. Okay, now this winner runs, when I selected, if you see, each and every column is having a different type of data type here. So for a date field, it is showing something like a calendar. Okay, for a text field, it is not showing anything up. For a number field, it is showing sigma. Okay, so now you should understand that these all are text fields without any symbol in front of it. These are text fields. The one with the calendar symbol in front of it is a date field, and the one with the number type is showing up as sigma. That is a number field for me. So when I add a number field into my table visual, it will default aggregation to sum. We can switch that. I'll show you how we can switch that. But the default aggregation is showing up as sum. Okay. Any questions until now? Okay. Now
What
I
does it mean, default aggregation?
now the values are getting summed up here, madam. 3000 it is showing up. So when you
Okay.
click on downward button here, you have sum, don't sum, average, minimum value, maximum value, count, standard deviation, variance, median. We will see when to use max, when to use count, when to use distinct count. You will go there. But in default, when you choose a number field, it will sum it up for this row. Okay. What is that also you will see. Okay. Understood now?
Yeah.
Right. So now I don't like the names here. Okay. Team one, team two, might be I'll say okay. Played. I double click on it, I get the option to rename. Against, winner of the match, or I will leave it to winner.
If a column
Winner,
has a combination of text as well as numbers,
it
what
will be
will it
defaulted to
show?
text.
Okay.
Player of match. Okay, so I could rename my columns. Should I, when I rename the columns here, it will modify only in the visualization. The column headings, when I modify under visualization, it will modify only in that table. But the original column names are as is. What if I want to change these column names instead of the visualization column names? That we will see tomorrow. I am on time. Any questions you can ask me, or we'll meet tomorrow. Yes, no. Okay,
No. Thank you.
that's it. We'll meet tomorrow, madam. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.